Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing this morning? Hope y'all are doing good. We're back. It's Wednesday. Good morning, Miss Linda. How you doing? Good morning, Big Rig Tony. Good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing this morning on YouTube and the Facebook? Good morning. I got a slightly new setup, man. My daughter decided to move on to other things this year. She's been playing piano since she could barely talk, probably. This was year 3 in person, and she played maybe 2022, 2023. So she played piano for 4 years. And this year, I decided, she's able to use her own voice now. When I started her in piano, it was the pandemic. We had nowhere to go, that kind of thing. And because that was the case, I need a big piece of art back there. Because that was the case, we didn't have anywhere to go because COVID. Um, I was like, I have a piano. I had bought the piano for my brother, and my daughter can learn piano. She's young. She can't tell me what really she wants. So I gave the piano to my daughter, and she started to learn to play. Um, and this year, I've probably had the most challenging time getting her to practice, getting her to show up for her piano. And so I had to start really paying attention to what she actually needed. And she's an artist. She loves to sing. She loves to paint and draw and color. And good morning, Mr. Corey. How you doing this morning? Glad to see you doing good, Miss Linda. Um, she simply enjoys her art. She wants to do it. And so it's when I kind of got that alignment that I was like, I need to let her choose. I need to let her have some voice. Yes, sir, Mr. Corey. I'm looking forward to having another productive day as well. I'm right there with you. Um, and so I realized like I needed to give her a choice. I said, hey, do you want to continue on this journey? Do you want to try something new? Good morning, Miss Toya. How you doing this morning? And she said, yes, I want to try something new. So she packed up her own piano this week, and I swept the floor real good. And this is my new, I moved back a little bit in this space, and this is my new space where I will get my exercise in and connect with you guys. But here's my point with all of this. Sometimes you really need to pay attention to the signs of when it's time to move on from something else. When it's time to cut ties with a system, with a process, with people. Essentially, you got to know when it's time to eliminate waste. Now, she wrapped her piano season up probably 2 weeks ago. But it took us about 2 weeks ago to actually remove the piano. Once the piano was moved, I realized very quickly how much space it was taking up while not being used, right? And the same is the truth for our own lives. If we remove the right things at the right time, we'll quickly realize that we've been wasting space that we could be leveraging for something more meaningful. Now, if it wasn't carpet on the floor, I probably would have flipped this space to her art space. But we've got carpet. She likes to paint. Y'all know the end of that story. Good morning, Miss Toya. How are you? What are you working on right now? Miss Linda, what you got in the pipeline this summer? Mr. Corey, what are you working on this summer? What are y'all getting ready for? Let me know in the chat. Today's theme is about eliminating waste. And as I was setting up, it was just a lot easier, less clunky, just a better experience for me to set up this morning. And I was like, this whole thing with moving on from piano has a lot to do with eliminating waste. And that's not a bad thing. I think we take the idea of eliminating waste as the thing, it being a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, right? Anything in our lives can become waste or wasteful. It may have been quite meaningful and perfect at the time, but in this new season, it may transform itself into an act of waste. All right. So let's talk more about eliminating waste. Miss Toya is working on music so she can actually put her lives on YouTube. I don't understand why you need music for your lives. Facebook can change the rules up on me. Now I can only share to my personal page. I can't share to any groups. So I'm about to stop doing lives on Facebook because I'm like, that's a waste. I actually think I'm going to cancel this whole subscription. I'm irritated with the whole thing. My TikTok, I'm not allowed to use TikTok on my streaming app anymore. And I don't get why. Now Facebook has put more restrictions. And so at this point, I might as well go live straight from Facebook and straight from, like they're making me choose. It has to be live to a page or to a group or to a, like, for real. Like, I'm just annoyed with the whole thing. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe this subscription is not what's best for me right now. Yeah, I'm quite annoyed with the whole thing. At this point, I'm about to just go live directly from Facebook and live directly from YouTube, which why do I need a streaming app that I'm paying if I'm having to do it from each individual app to begin with? That's crazy. So I'm about to exit stage left on Facebook. Good morning, Angie's. And just send people to my TikTok. I don't feel like I really don't feel like it's going away. I call my lives Jam and Design with Sweet Teas. So we have music playing in the background while we design. I got you. I've tried to do that a couple times, Toya, and I always struggle. It's like my mind struggles to be creative because I'm also mentally tracking for the audience. Good morning, Miss Stephanie. Thanks for the feedback about the course last week. I appreciate you. My mind is tracking to keep up with the audience and remain connected to them. And so I struggle with doing both, like continuing to be creative. And maybe it just takes practice. Did it take practice for you? Did you have to practice it? Because every time I've tried, I've just been like, ugh. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Mr. Corey. Oh, that's a super cool project. Well, hopefully you get that going in the direction that you want it to. Oh, because you're going to do it online. Oh, that's cool. You got tanks at the house then. Very cool. Well, my talk might align quite well with what you're working on because I would imagine that when you're breeding fish, accounting for space, the right size gallons of tanks, what fishes can be with each other, you do have to take into account what you're wasting in space, wasting in time, wasting in the appropriate breeding environment. You're always tampering and tinkering with waste. So ride the wave with me, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Those of you that are brand new, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you. I'm going to bump my speed up. I'm Martine Brown. And every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I offer just a little bit of motivation. Just a few words to help you push forward in your business and life. Because I need a few words for myself too. I'm an imperfect person trying to make progress in my own life and trying to figure out how to be a little better. 6 months ago, I decided to get to walking. I needed to be healthier. I also wanted to go live. I felt like I wasn't doing enough for my business by having a regular rhythm of going live. So I said, I'll put the two together. I'll walk, I'll talk, and I'll get two things done that I've been really getting done. And it's been a great experience. I've had a lot of great impact. All right. We may be small, but we're mighty. And every week I get to meet a few new faces. Good morning, Sonia. And I will stop when my spirit tells me it's time to stop. Okay, so Toy, you said you just tried to find a comfortable space when it came to going live. Yeah, I'm comfortable going live, but when I have to create, my brain struggles. It's like I don't know what to do now because I got a room watching me. How you doing, Miss Sonia? I hope you're doing good. Destined for success. I love that name. Yeah. Toya, will you send Toya? I have a class to send you. I'll send it to you on Facebook. Good morning, Miss Samela. Are you inside or outside today? Good morning, Derek. Good morning, Ghislaine. That's an interesting name. Send me your live link so I can support that. Maybe I'll learn some things from you. Because I do. I'm like, my brain goes, so what was I doing again? What was I doing again? Smile, it's me. Good morning. It's me too. How y'all doing this morning? Good morning, Miss Samela. How are you? What are you working on this last month of the second quarter? Good morning, Amy. What are you working on? Good morning, Stephanie Sanchez. Thank you guys for those shares. I appreciate you. Good morning, Stacy Guzman. Wallpaper. Like physical wallpaper, or are you working on digital wallpaper? I know you're walking, so I won't ask you a million questions. I know you're walking. Let me send my live a few places. Oh, that's fun. Good morning, Mrs. Jukerson. Hey, Samela, you talked a little bit last week about you mentioned that you were going to use the Canva app from the Patreon to make journal covers. How did that work out for you? If you did, would you send me a few pictures? My Wi-Fi went out, y'all. Wi-Fi went out. Because that's the way it goes. Good morning, Favor 215. Oh, good. I'm glad you got a rain-free day. Good morning, Kiana. Good morning, Saswan Curtin. Thank you guys. Thanks for sending that glitter. Thanks for pushing those hearts through. Good morning, Grammy Southern Style Cooking. How y'all doing this morning? This is Morning Motivations. Yeah, we're going to always pivot, Toya. You're right about that. I don't like it. It makes my stomach churn having to constantly pivot, but we're going to always be pivoting. Good morning, Jim. Eliminating waste. Eliminating waste. That's what we're going to talk about. Monday, we went over, Lord, Y'all, it done left my spirit just that fast. Oh, Lord. Clarity over chaos. Woo! Y'all. It is one of my favorite topics. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Monday, we talked about using data to inform everything we do. All right? Surveys, asking questions. That's what we talked about Monday. Today, we're going to talk about eliminate the waste. That's the Kaizen principles. We're talking Kaizen principles the next couple weeks to help ground ourselves in our businesses and our lives. The Kaizen principles come from Japan. Companies like Toyota use them to help their companies be as successful as possible. And if big companies can ground themselves in these principles, I feel like I can too. So I'm sharing them with you and kind of what some of my thoughts are about them. Good morning. How you doing, Miss Miranda? Today we're talking about eliminating waste. Sometimes we're doing the most and we need to be doing what matters. That's just point blank into the period. We really be doing the most and we don't even do what matters. And it's an issue. It's a real issue. All right. Drop a 1 in the chat if you're ready to cut the things that are draining your energy, they're draining your budget, they're draining your brain. If you're watching the replay later, drop a 1 in the chat to let me know you with me. That's how I know you're there. Otherwise, I have a lot of people that watch, and they're like, "Girl, watch yours." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't even know." You got to put something in the comments. Let me know you're there. That helps me stay encouraged to keep going. Y'all, I don't want to be talking to myself. I look like a fool. All right. We got to cut the things that are draining our energy, definitely that are draining our budget, or just draining our brains. Okay? And we're talking about more than just eliminating the trash that's on the desk, little gum wrappers that you still got on the desk, that pencil holder you don't even use anymore. So here's what we mean by waste. Waste is anything that takes up space but doesn't serve a purpose for you anymore. All right? Anything that takes up space but doesn't serve a purpose. Okay? Anything that drains you of your energy and you're not even moving forward. It may feel urgent, but it's not important. And these 3 things are huge, y'all. We spend so much of our time doing things that don't serve us, entertaining people that don't serve us, entertaining projects that do not serve us. Miranda says 1, I cut out a lot that adds stress, people included. Yep, that person that grind your nerves, you don't actually have to answer any of their messages. They'll get the message over time. They will get the message over time. Yeah, Miss Stephanie says people, places, and things. They're draining you because they don't serve you. Right? Good morning, Heather. She hit them with them nouns. Come on, Miss Academic. Good morning, Unisona. We gotta stop investing time in anything that takes up space but doesn't serve a purpose. Now, my guy, Mr. Corey, he does it all the time. He's looking inside them tanks, and if it doesn't serve a purpose, if it's not going to create the best breeding ground for his fish to be at their healthiest, to be essentially sellable to his clients, he getting rid of it. And that's just point blank into the period. And we've got to be as nimble in our own lives. Let's talk business a little bit. More business talk. You've been nurturing that email list, or you got one and you ain't really ever sent an email. How many subscriptions do you have that you don't use? Matter of fact, when a bill come out, you like, what is that? What is this? I had one. Last year, I bought the year license to learn Spanish. I did it 2 weeks. They came back in. Good morning, Miss Angela. Good morning. I was supposed to be learning Spanish this year. I ain't learned a lick of nothing. They went to charge they other $100 for this year. I was like, I don't even know what this app is. I had to go to manage my subscriptions, honey. I was like, wait, because I know I ain't paid no $97 last year. Right? Got that special first discount. I was over there cancel, don't do that. Good morning, Miss Charlene. Good morning, son. Make sure you showered and dressed for camp this morning. Man, I was over there moving and met that subscription so fast. Woo! I ain't learned una, dos, tres. Not a doggone thing. Wasting space. And the same is true for you. You got things. You got people. All right. That course that you keep tweaking, digital product, you keep, it just need a little bit. It don't need all of that. It's done. It may not be perfect, but it's done. Launch it. Y'all gonna be mad, but I'm gonna call it. All them PLRs and MMRs you bought but ain't never resold. DCT friends, y'all love DCT. Why you don't have your affiliate link out there? The lady offers you to earn the money you spent back. Why you not communicating the affiliate link? Oh, you don't think affiliate links are real? I get the DCT check every month. And I mean, I've had actually, I think I got 2 right now. This year alone, I've earned maybe a little over $1,000, and I ain't do nothing but share the link. Miss over there saying I'm gonna give you a percentage back. Just share the link. You wasting space. You are wasting space. Time. And I ain't got no money, but you won't share the link. Ooh, Lord, I want to take the kids somewhere this summer, but you won't share the link. Come on now. Good morning, Miss Charlene. How you doing this morning? What are you working on to wrap up quarter 2? Miranda says, I don't feel like putting it in my store. That's what people say. I just, I don't want to do that. That might detract from my own business if I put it in the store. Are you crazy? I have my own business. I work with DCT and I work with TRM. And dropping a DCT link ain't ever hurt me. If someone wants to join TRM, they will join. If they don't want to join, guess what? They won't join. If someone wants to take a class with me, they will take the class. If they don't want to, or the money's not there, they will not. And it's as simple as that. Good morning. Let's make it happen with Miss Renee. Good morning. So that's why I can get on this call and go, hey, join TRM. If you need XYZ, join DCT. If you need XYZ, don't mean nothing to me. People are going to go where they want to go. And this lie, I'm off topic, but I'm going to come back to it. This lie that people don't have money, I had a big ding dong this week. People have money. All right. Some have lots of money. Some have a little bit. But they spend it on what they want to. They spend it on what they believe. So you have to quit wasting time talking about what people don't want to spend on. And you've got to reframe your mindset around finding the people that want to spend with you. All right. Miranda said people pay $18 for a coffee. Sure do. How you doing, Miss Renee? What are you working on this quarter? Ooh. All right, Charlene said, secret number 1 drops next week. I'm here for it. Secret number 2 next week, then the magazine. I love it, Charlene. Even with setbacks, you're finding your moments to make it happen. Keep going. Keep going. All right. Waste. Good morning, Crafty Tay. Hey, girl, I ain't seen you in a while. I'm glad you're here. Even if it's like for a nanosecond. Good morning. I'm glad you're here. All right. I'm going to get off my soapbox. If I hadn't started earning money with affiliates, I probably would be like a lot of people, like, oh, that's not real. But yo, I don't, it ain't much, but I get income. I do. And it's been a couple times, because I'm just a human being doing this thing called living in life, where that $40, that $100, that $250, that closed the gap for me for that paycheck or that money. All right. So stop wasting your breath on saying why you're not sharing and being an active affiliate in whatever program you're in. Okay? Those affiliate links serve a purpose. If you use them, they will serve you. If you use them, they will serve you. All right, so let's see. Toya says, I finally have subs, so I'm working on the content for those. There's different ways to get income. Yes. I remember my first affiliate commission was like $5, but I was happy to know I could do it. Yes. Same. Let's see. Somebody said something about lifestyle. Let me go back. I didn't see anything. Okay. Oh, yep. She said exactly. Right. Because once it happens one time, it has potential to happen again, especially if you're looking at your business. Like for me, Misha's got a big community. She's a thought leader, and she covers a broad range of topics and products and opportunities. And she's got a lot of experience and skills I don't have. At this time in my business, I don't want to have to do that large of an overarching service. So affiliates are great for me. I still want to work during the day. I like my job insurance. I know I can give business insurance. I'm aware. But I like what my job offers. All right. I like how my life insurance policies are set up over there. Good morning, Miss Janet. Good morning, Infinite Rocket Power. How you doing this morning? Good to see you. All right. I like it. So I do want, and I enjoy my day job. All right. I'm not unhappy. I want income on the side. I want ways to monetize that will, I want to take my kids to Disney World one day. They've never been. And I want to do it really nicely. Right? So I'm not getting in big people's space. I'm staying right here. I'm going to work with my different orgs. I'm going to have contracts. I'm going to work on my contracts. It's a great space to be in for me. And at this time, at this season, I can't tell you what next year will look like or 5 years. So for me, affiliate links are my jam. I like them. Put your affiliate links out there. You never know. Okay? Yeah, Ms. Core said it showed the possibility. Yeah, it's possible. Yep. Every time I go live, I usually earn some coins. I was like, dang, I got some money in here. Like real money. It's going to, I was like, the money from TikTok went to my PayPal. Because people talk about it, but you begin to believe maybe it's not true, right? Maybe these people are psyching you out. I'm telling you, it's true. It can happen, but you're gonna have to do some things for it to happen. Miss Janice, how you doing this morning? What's shaking? All right. So all the things we have in these accounts that we're not launching, they serve no purpose. We got to fix that. Here's how waste. Good morning. Good morning, Michelle. With Black Girl Designs. Good morning. Here's some examples of how waste shows up in our life. Y'all ready? Ooh, people pleasers come to the front. People pleasers, hello. I'm talking to y'all. Saying yes to every favor when you're running on fumes. Saying yes to every favor when you're running on fumes. That's emotional waste. And let me tell you something. That favor askers, they got their eye out. They know favor askers, they know who their people pleasers are, and they use them expeditiously, with speed. Will you do this? Yes. Will you do that? Yes. Will you do this? I think so. Will you do that? I'm going to try. Just tell people no. Tell them no. It's emotional waste. Here we go. Binge watching. Watch an entire series when you know you have things to do. Now, it's okay to binge watch when you have carved out good quality time and you've met your goals. Binge watching is fine. But when you know good and doggone well, when that Netflix screen say, watch one more episode, or do you want to stop here? That you actually need to be going to bed because you have things to do the next morning. Time waste. We waste a lot of time. The time that you spent sitting on that toilet scrolling, you probably could have had a post made. Wasting time. And really, when you're trying to do all the things at once, all right, you're trying to do A and B and C. It's really self-sabotage disguised as ambition. So when you stretch yourself out too thin, I'm guilty. It's self-sabotage. You got so many things spinning that you can't get that stuff done realistically. So you're self-sabotaging yourself. That's what you're doing. All right, you're cornholing yourself. Okay? And then you say, well, I'm just ambitious. I got big dreams. No, you don't. You're self-sabotaging. All right, if you are brave, okay? If you are brave, all right? Drop in the chat one thing that's wasting emotional, physical waste, emotional waste, or time waste. Drop it in the chat so we can begin the process of freeing you from that thing. All right? Miranda said she used to be in Survivor so deep she convinced herself she could go in it. No, she don't even. How you in the country? I think you in the country, ain't you? Not liking the bugs. Oh, Corey nailing it. You all in everybody else's content, but you not in your own. Nailed it. You neck deep in other people's content, and it's crickets in yours. Miranda said she'd be voted out first, had to get herself together and focus. Even if Rocket Power says mix in a little ADHD and you done wasted some time. I don't know. I'll take her word for it. I don't speak on what I don't know about. She said I don't do bugs, period. I will wake my husband up. Yeah, Miss Janice, that scrolling too much, that thing there is addictive. It's addictive, y'all. Woo! He said it, Miss Miranda. She said, stop trying to impress people who are not your customers, because they not. They surely are not. They won't be. They won't ever be. You got to go find yours. Even let's see, Miranda said, I'm here not remembering if I took my meds this morning. Good morning, that bonehead. Good morning, Creative Minds the Digital. Good morning. All right. So we know the things that we are wasting time doing. Okay. Is it okay to scroll passively? Yes. But build it into a structured schedule. Is it okay to binge watch? Absolutely. But build it into a structured schedule. Get 2 things off your to-do list done before you do it. You know what I'm saying? Because then when the money doesn't come in, when all we have is bills, but not profit, we want to flounder and slide into sadness and hurt and negative self-talk. When the reality is, you know good and doggone well you was wasting a whole lot of time and not taking care of too much business. So I'm going to give you some waste-free wins that you can do this week. All right? Think about the task you do. Could you automate it, delete it, or delegate it? So pick a task. Think about something you do. Could you automate, delete it, or delegate it? All right? Consider a tool you're paying for but not using. I got Jump Speak I canceled. I've got another one I love, but I'm going to cancel it because I don't use it but a couple times a year. And this one to me is the most important. You want to get rid of real waste in your life? Let's get rid of stories you keep telling yourself and it doesn't serve your future. The greatest gift you can give yourself is removing the stories that you're telling yourself that do not serve your own future. It's not about more tasks or more hustle. It's about having smarter habits. Okay? And we're gonna move the scale. You don't need to hustle harder. You gotta hustle much smarter. Okay? You gotta have better habits. You've got to have better ways of navigate your own life. Because without it, you're gonna look back year after year, and the progress you could have made isn't present because of how many things you waste. All right? That's my piece for this morning. Nice and sweet and short. Stop wasting time. Stop wasting emotional energy in people and things that don't matter. And stop telling yourself the story that will never serve you in the future. I'm here every week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. This has become the most powerful and meaningful part of my day because I'm getting closer and closer to my dreams coming true. Every walk, every step, every talk. I want to see the same for you. All right? Back in the day, before I started this time block, I was wasting time. Scrolling on the phone, watching the news,
Before I started doing this 30, 40-minute walk, I was wasting a lot of time. Doing work on the computer that really didn't need to get done at that time. All right. Mr. Corey says he used to binge watch the weather. That was his thing. Now he don't even turn his TV on at 7:30. Guess what that means? In my mind, Mr. Corey, that tells me that your fish are in better health as a result. Oh, good, Miss Monica. Oh, good. You know I'll be back. Also, the replay is on YouTube at Mosaic Creative Designs. Catch the replay. All right. Today's Wednesday. All right. If you're in DCT, there is a call tonight. So DCT people, there is a call tonight. Thursday, Regina has her TRM Learning co-working. So Patreon subscribers, show up to co-working. Y'all paying for it. Show up to co-working. Co-working is a great opportunity. All those random little bitty questions you need answers to. And we're honest. If we can't answer it and the room can't answer it, we'll say, girl, we don't know. But this person might. But between the three of us and the entire room, because the room has a lot more answers. What people don't realize with these co-working sessions, I'll change it. Yeah, it's probably it may be the wrong time. Are you talking about DCT? Miranda, DCT? I'll check. I don't know what time it is. But I know I saw something on the calendar. All right, these co-working sessions, they are small, which I'm finding is a good thing. They're not hundreds of people large, that's what I'm saying. So they're just the right size where people feel connected. They can pop in the chat, they can pop in, unmute their mic and say, hey, I got a question about this. All right. Oh, okay. Yes, I think that's not, I don't know if that's a DCT event. I don't know. I don't know who does that event. I know what you're talking about though. So if you're a TRM Patreon subscriber, tomorrow, co-working, be there or be square. Then Friday, Q&A and DCT. Then Saturday, I will be hosting the final Canva seasons. All right. Thank you, Samela. Yes, that's Michelle and Kimberly. They do a midday mindset. That's who that is. All right. Check the chat, Miranda. That's Michelle and Kimberly's midweek mindset. Yep. All right. So then Saturday, I'll be wrapping up the Canva seasons. I'm working on the presentation right now as we speak. I think y'all are going to love it. All right. Those of you who haven't joined the Canva seasons, you should. You're not going to find everybody. It's been like, let me do my math, 6 plus 7. It's been 8 coaches, 9, 10 coaches. So 10 different people have been sharing their knowledge. Okay? 10 different people. You're going to learn. I don't care how much Canva experience you have. You're going to learn something new. I've been doing Canva since 2012, 2013. Something like that. And in Canva seasons, I've learned something new every single week. Big or small. All right. So go to my profile. You will find the link to Canva seasons. We'd love to have you. Okay. Oh, thank you, Miss Angela. I appreciate you. Miss Angela says your branding class on Sunday was so good. Thank you. Thank you so much. The branding class was the springboard for the class, for the Canvas Seasons class. So those of you that are in Canvas Seasons and you missed the mindset, you don't need it. Let me be clear. You do not need it. But if you watch it, you will feel even more confident and prepared. It's in DCT. It's in the classroom. I posted about it yesterday. Search for my name in the school, and make sure you watch the replay, do the activities, and I promise you won't regret it. And then when you show up Saturday, you're going to be like, oh, okay, I feel good. All right, so that's Saturday. And then Sundays with TRM, we'll be back 6 o'clock. Talia, Regina, myself, we talk business, we talk AI, art, and we showcase folks who are creating some awesome things. And we want y'all to be panelists. Monica, we want you to be a panelist. Miss Angela, we want you back. Come on and be a panelist with us. All right? No, Miss Toya, I tell her this once a month. We want you to be a panelist. Come on by. Come on by and see us. We'd love to help celebrate your products, communicate the value. We give you feedback. So if we have any challenges, if there's something that's just not working, we'll tell you. And we try to create a comfortable environment for you to effectively pitch what you have to offer. All right. So let me go back through the week. Thursday, Patreon subscribers with TRM, co-working. Saturday, Canvas Seasons. Sundays with TRM. All right. Oh, thanks. I appreciate you. And finally, let's talk about this month's classes with TRM. TRM stands for Talia, Regina, and Martine. We are 3 creatives come together. We offer all 3 of our classes for one rate. So instead of you buying a class from me, then buying a class from from Talia, then buying a 3rd class from Regina, you get all 3 of our classes for one price. It averages out to about $22 to $23 per class. Why? Because in addition to the 3 classes, you get 3 co-working sessions, you get over 100 pieces of art, and you get Canva apps or GPTs monthly. Okay? Here's what I tell people. If you join the 14th or 15th, so Friday or Saturday, here's the cool thing about joining on those days. The first time you join, you get all the 3 replays from the previous month, and you get the 3 new live classes for next month. Okay? So essentially, you get 6 classes, 3 co-working sessions, over 100 pieces of art, plus 3 Canva app or GPTs, whichever ones we decide to do. All right? It's a lot of value. And listen, I know the world we live in. I know that finances are tight. So if you see, I'll say this, as we start marketing our classes, if you realize there are 2 that you are interested in, it is to your benefit, not to ours, but to your benefits to join the Patreon. If you have to cancel at the end of the month, then you do that. But take advantage of the discount. All right? It's going to serve you better in the long run. And of course, we'd love for you to have to stay every month, but we understand. I would try it out, even if it's just for 1 month. All right, that's my piece. Let's go out there. Let's eliminate the waste. Okay? Let's eliminate the waste. Let's cut some subscriptions so you can make room for TRM. Let me quit. Let me stop. Let me take this pace down. This is a good walk today. I'm very happy with the progress. Y'all, kind of the weight loss is slowed. But I feel good. I'm happy about the body I'm in. And I'm excited about the new classes that we have coming up next month. That's all right, Miss Miranda. There's no judgment. All levels of movement are welcome, including zero. Walking's not required. It's just my personal commitment. Well, listen, you can hop on the shaker pad with us anytime, but movement, not required. The only thing that I ask is that you come in, chit chat with me if it's for 30 seconds, if it's for the entire time. I take both. I'm really passionate about what's happening here in this moment, and I would love to have each one of you on the journey, whatever daytime that you're available, and in whatever modality that works for you. All right? No judgment. All level movements are welcome, including zero. Lay down in the bed and just listen to me talk. I don't judge. Listen, you don't need to be walking because I'm walking. I have people that walk at a different time of the day, and they use this called like a podcast. So they listen, right? I have people who they don't walk, they ain't never gonna walk, and I don't care. They don't have to walk. All right. This is about getting your mind on the right track. And if the body follows, then amen. If the body say no, then amen. All right. Y'all have a great rest of your day. I will see you Friday. Friday, we're going to wrap our week. We talked about data-driven systems. We talked about eliminating waste. Friday, when you show up, be ready to talk about how you're celebrating what's going well in your life. We do it every Friday. The best place to do that is live right here. I want to celebrate and pour into you. See you Friday.